What's up, guys? Welcome back to another quick update, sort of, to the mining farm in the basement here. As you can probably hear, it is super quiet. I did end up selling the KS1. It is gone. I have sold it through eBay. Someone paid a ridiculous amount of money for it, and I'm happy with that. I got more money than what I paid for it, so that's always nice. So I have to just get rid of the fruition kit and the fan, or if someone in the comments or watching the video would like it, hit me up. We can figure something out through Discord. I'm in a whole bunch of Discords. You guys can find me. CPU's still going. GPU's going. This guy got added. But also, it's kind of funny that we did this, but we added some power. We added a whole 30 amp PDU up here. I got this thing off eBay. It was $100. And it comes with 24 ports. There's a mix of C13s and C23 or so. Well, we use some of these, like, whatever this type of material is for metal, we use that for mounting it. Then we use rubber hosing for insulation, but we put that in 3 different spots. So I have all the power in the world now, which is funny that I just got rid of this, but hopefully I can expand the GPUs perhaps. I was just actually talking in Discord with some people, and a pretty decent play perhaps might be size this down, maybe sell the 3060s or TIs and sell them into a 4090 perhaps. This way you get probably more density and more efficiency, and you shave some wattage down. You don't have all of this going on. But speaking of the 4090, there's one here. Oh god. There's one here, and this was one that was in my PC actually, from my gaming PC. It's a Gigabyte gaming OC model, and this is down here because I ended up getting a FE model from Best Buy. So I moved this guy down here. The setup isn't great. I would probably end up switching these guys because the 3070 blows all the hot air out from back there right into the 4090, and the temperatures, it's like 63 core. It's not too bad. Memory temps are totally fine. Nothing too alarming that I'm worried about it, but I will probably end up switching these at some point once I redo some of this. But also on this note, I did order another FE, so I used some of the money from the KS1 to buy a 4090 FE again from Best Buy, so I'll be adding that onto here. And because they're actually so heavy, I had to use a wood block down here to support it, which is pretty genius. It just sits on it. So I'll probably end up doing that on this side too. But I'll definitely rearrange these guys so the 3070 doesn't blow right into the 4090. I might just move this all the way towards the end after adding the second 4090. And that should be ready to pick up sometime next week, maybe earlier if I'm super lucky. And I'm also trying to expand the CPU farm a little bit. I'll include a clip right now of a 7950X 3D that I got that had a bubble in it. I was gonna go build a rig, and then there was a big bubble in the bottom of the socket. It was open box working, but clearly had a giant bubble in it. Seller was just trying to pawn it off to somebody, so I was able to return it luckily, and no issues with that seller. So I'll insert that clip now. Welcome back to another video. This is building a 7950X 3D rig. Alright, quick update. I just got this CPU out, and there's a nice bubble. This is open box. I did get this used. This was through eBay, but as you can see, there's quite a nice bubble there. So I assume this will be no good to use. Okay, welcome back. And so as you saw in that clip, the bubble was pretty massive. I didn't even bother trying to install it. I just sent it back to the seller. And then I ordered another one off of eBay. Also, this one was brand new this time, but the seller is a piece of shit, basically, and they're scam people is what they did. And what they do is they give you a tracking number through the messages. They message you on eBay and be like, oh, here's your tracking number and this is your address, and then they attach that shipping or that tracking number to your address, and it says, oh, it's delivered. Then you go to like appeal it, and eBay says, oh, it's delivered. You lose the fight. But basically, it's just some false tracking number, and UPS, it came UPS, then they will send you emails whenever it shows up to your house, and I didn't get an email for starters. The weight of the package was 29 pounds, so that's another red flag. The CPUs are maybe less than a pound, and seller hasn't responded at all to any messages. They said they updated tracking, but it's the same exact tracking number. Proof of delivery photo is not my house at all, or my front porch. It's totally different. And the package that they show is ginormous. It's like a huge Amazon box, which is not at all what a CPU would come in. So now I'm waiting until April 5th for eBay to be able to step in and help with the case. But I did also email UPS to be like, hey, can you confirm if this tracking number is my address or a different address? And hopefully they get back to me and I can use that also to appeal the case. But I was told that the seller will also have to provide proof that the tracking number attached to my order is using my address that I gave when I paid for the product, not just them sending me a message and being like, oh, this is your tracking number sent to your address. Here's your address. That's not any sort of proof that the tracking number is actually going to my address. So it should be an easy win. It's more like just my money is in limbo here and I'm just waiting for a refund. But in that meantime, I did order a open box, or well, a used 7900X, which I will. And this seller, I did look at feedback and reviews, and they've already sold one, and they sold a bunch of RAM and EPIC CPUs. So this guy I trust a lot more. So, and they have 1,000 items sold, so I'm pretty sure that'll be fine. But at this point, all this money is kind of just stuck in limbo while I'm waiting for eBay to get back to me and be like, hey, we can step in and help you here. Also, I don't know if this bothers anyone, I have the film on here still. There we go. Remove that film. Okay, so basically the money is just stuck in limbo while I wait for eBay to step in, which is a couple more days still, which is very annoying because the seller's not even responding to any of my messages, and I'm like, oh hey, this package weight doesn't match at all to what the actual weight of the item is, and then they don't respond. They're like, oh, it should show up in a few days. If you have any issues, blah blah blah, contact us. So yeah, definitely just unfortunate that people are shit human beings and try to scam people, but luckily this guy is doing a pretty shitty job, and yeah, thank God for that. And thank God eBay is like, hey, show proof that this tracking is going to this address. So, well, that's pretty much it for a quick update. I know it's a kind of longer video for being quick, but yep, added power up here, fresh breaker, 4090, another 4090 is coming, and maybe I'll potentially see if anyone wants to buy these, and yeah, just downsize 12 GPUs maybe to 2 or 3, I guess, maybe 2 or 3 even, yeah. 2 or 3 4090s, or maybe even 3070s, who knows. But thank you guys for watching and have a great day.